since this is my personal blog, I'll get on and talk about what I want. And I want to say that if you have heat in your car in 40-degree weather, you are blessed. I don't have heat in my car, and I don't know if it's ever really truly ever had heat. It's a used car, paid for cash, and I own that. And because I drive a used car, when the emergencies come and the okie doke comes, and then no one is there to come save you, you're a little bit more prepared for challenges in life, because there's been too many times in my life where I thought parents could bail me out or something, or let me put it this way, they'll bail a sibling out, but they won't bail me out, or some stuff like that. Well, that happened to me enough times to learn that I had to make different financial decisions. And one of those financial decisions that I made was that I would buy cars for cash. Now, it's not as sexy or as easy of an experience with a newer car, because you get a newer car, you expect things to work, there's warranties in place. And a lot of people don't work on their own cars, and I work on my own cars. But in this scenario right here, the heater core had a failure. I tried to repair it. It didn't really go as planned. And I was trying to turn it into a mechanic, and they say the mechanics aren't there. Long story short, I'm in a car that doesn't have heat. And I'm not freezing right now, but it's just a frustrating thing for me to go through it. Now, I'm frustrated, but I'm not angry. And I'll get through it. But the reason I make these kind of sacrifices is to be better prepared for emergencies and for unknown circumstances. Like, I've been caught too many times with unforeseen circumstances, job issues, work issues, health issues. And there were times where, like, I remember the first time, like, I really needed my folks to help me out when I lost my first car that I bought. And it got towed, and it was because I lost a job and I was struggling to make things work out. And while my sibling had support from my dad, when I needed it, I couldn't get it. And it was just, but before I could. So it was like without warning, I went from having supportive parents to not. And people don't really, you won't get acknowledgement of how traumatic of an experience that is, or what that felt like. When you weren't even prepared for that. You was, and on top of that, you had a parent that wouldn't directly say no, but just use language to kind of word salad, meaning that I can't do it right now, but later on, let me see what I can do. Right? That kind of language where you answer, but you don't answer in a way that gives you accountability. And so that experience over the years taught me that no, I don't have help here. But they're not the type of person to really say that out to you. So it's kind of to your detriment, because you don't really know what the truth is. So, I've been through some things, and I remember when I got my first car repossessed, I kind of made a commitment to myself to never finance a car again, because the type of jobs I worked for were really unstable. Like, I worked for churches, that was unstable. I did chauffeuring, that was unstable income. I work in a different system now, but this has probably been the most consistent it's been since a long time. I still don't trust it because of all the changes that keeps happening there. Because and on top of that, so yeah, when people want to move in another direction, you still got a $300, $400, $500 car payment. Somebody could change their mind about me right now, and this car still be here, and I won't have to be worrying about the tow truck outside of my door coming to get the car. So that's why I do this. But the trade-off is, for me in this situation, and this isn't, my other car never lost heat, but in this situation, I lost heat. And before that, I got cars that lost heat or didn't have heat. It was but at the same time, it's either you could be in debt or you can have heat or something. So if you have heat in your car, you're blessed, because I spent a lot of winters down here. Thankfully, the winters down here aren't as bad as like in Michigan. But it's for a good reason. I know that I'm in a much better place financially because of it, but there is some sacrifices, and this is one of those sacrifices. I'd probably go into debt if I have a wife, or if I had a wife, I would probably buy another car like this, making sure that the heat works. Or I'll save up more money or put more in buying a newer car cash. Because these dealers I believe they're ripping people off. I think they're ripping people off. I don't really trust them. And when they come get your car, hear any of your excuses, right? So yeah. Well, I'm gonna get off of here. That's my rant for today. I'll talk to you later.